What's going on, YouTube? It is Deeguidedbylight. How are y'all doing today? It is about like 10:30 at night here, and your girl is tired and low-key sickly right now. I'm going through some change of weather issues. So don't judge, but hear what I have to say, because I sat down to do a reading and something told me that I needed to record this. So let's see what's going on. This is going to be a collective reading, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please show your girl some love. I appreciate all the support. And yeah, if this resonates, like this reading, give it a thumbs up and let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Now, I am doing a free reading raffle at the end of the month. So to enter, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel, like my readings, and drop a purple heart and a green heart emoji in the comment section below. You will automatically be entered, okay? 111 when I said that. So let's get started. All right, guys. When I sat down to do the reading, I had pulled a couple of cards. So we have, this is from my Moonology deck. Surrender to the divine, full moon energy here. Nothing is yet set in stone. And then I have show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius or dealing with an Aquarius. Or this could just be Jupiter energy that's like heavy in your life at this time. Or it's just being heavily influenced around you, right? Quick little story. So I am a Cancer sun, right? But my Jupiter is an Aquarius and it has been forcing me to deal with issues when it comes to authority, and just when it comes to just how I learn and how I handle being a single mother and having to play the mom and dad role at home, right? Now, my children's fathers are very involved in their life for the most part, as much as they choose to be, right? Because I've never been that type of mother to be like, y'all can't see y'all kids. Like, so like, you do right by my kids, there's no problems, right? When you choose not to do right by my kids, we have a problem. Like, that's kind of how I am. But I've never been the type to be like, you can't talk to your kids, you can't see them, whether they pay their child support or not. I don't hold it against them. Like, I mean, I'm gonna fight, right? Naturally, because it's two parents who should provide for your children. But I don't let it allow me to lose sleep or make me get angry. These are things that I've learned over time, not to stress about, right? But the one thing that I've been struggling with as a mother is how to be in that soft femininity, while still being a father figure-esque. I'm not trying to say I'm trying to play mom and dad and like call me on Father's Day, but like, as a single mother, you kind of have to dabble into both roles, right? Being that authoritative figure, but also being the nurturing energy as well for both of my, for all three of my children. So playing both roles has been difficult for me, especially as they get older. So I feel like God has really been working through me during these times and just speaking to me a lot. And this Aquarian energy is very law and order. It's very like it's a constant reminder that God is trying to show me how he's able to be both mother and father roles in our lives on a regular basis, right? Being compassionate and nurturing and loving and showing grace, but also sending that karma to kick our ass into back into place, right? Back in line. And I feel like right now you could be feeling that. Like, you could be feeling the struggle that it can be to have to be multiple things or play multiple roles in your life or the life of people around you. And it could just feel like a lot to deal with right now. You could feel overwhelmed. And you could just feel like a lot of mood swings. You could be feeling like your family dynamic is being tested because of a shift that's coming in, right? There's a lot of energy, a lot of momentum that is just like kind of surrounding you right now, but it hasn't quite moved yet. So you could be feeling really anxious about changes that are coming in and what that's going to look like. And it could make you a little chaotic, right? It could make you feel like you're all over the place. And you could be doing things like just decluttering your space, getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff, making space for new energy to come in. You could feel that energy, like that go, I got to get things done. I want to clean out. I want to, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the space that the divine wants you to be in right now, because things are getting ready to shift. You could be more masculine and you're getting ready to shift into a more feminine energy, or vice versa. Okay, so just take this message how it resonates. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't. But again, I felt the need to share this for you guys. Okay, so I also pulled some angel numbers here. So I have 1414. It says, focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. I also have 2121, which speaks of like the journey, right? It speaks of being disciplined. It speaks of prosperity. And it just speaks of the way you like mesh your energy with other people, okay? So it says, that day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. All right. And then at the bottom of the deck, I have the Great Shift, which speaks of spiritual growth, personal growth, and just manifestations. So it says, first, focus on the positive changes occurring due to your efforts. Then expand your horizons and permit yourself to try something new. So many positive shifts are in store for you. The world around you is changing in favor of your intentions. So 888 is showing up here for me. 1414, 2121, 1122, which is that divine masculine energy. And then that 3 energy, the 2121, reminds me of a more feminine energy, right? Like that Empress energy. So it's like a nice little flow of masculine and feminine, you know what I'm saying? Which is why if you've been so stuck so far left or so far right, things are starting to come to a place where it's like you're gonna have to learn how to flow with both energies during this season of your life in order to be successful. Now, for a quick second, right? This can be in any aspect of your life. In work, this is a balance of power, right? So making sure that you delegate responsibilities, or you allow people to lead you and to teach you new things, and you be open and receptive to learning, and then also to teaching, right? Being in a more authoritative space where you are the one that's doing the delegating and teaching, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like it can be in anything, even in politics, right? Like if you're far left or far right, now you're starting to see that it takes a balance of both in order for things to make sense in this world. You can't be red or blue. Like it just doesn't work that way. And I feel like the world is starting to understand that, right? There is no Republican or Democrat. It's just one party working together. And I feel like people are starting to recognize that, like that the more we try to separate feminine and masculine, separate that authority, or separate the power dynamic, that's why we keep crumbling. Okay. Even in relationships, understanding gender roles, or understanding just how the world works. If you are more feminine and the other is more masculine, understand what you are good at and allow the other person to thrive where they're good, and appreciate each other for what you bring to the table instead of tearing each other down for what you're not great at. work on your strengths and figure out your weaknesses, and then see how you guys can make each other stronger. You get what I'm saying? I feel like right now, that's where the shift is happening. As a collective, we're starting to recognize how the more we try to make ourselves fit into something that is not, it's not sustainable, like it's not something that can stand the test of time, we end up burning down and having to rebuild from the ground up. You know what I mean? And I feel like people are starting to understand that this change that's happening is to heal us as a collective. All right. So just keep that in mind as I go throughout this reading, because that's what I am seeing. Like, you have moments where you feel like you need to pull your energy back from the world, from partnerships, from friendships, from family, from work, from, it's like you just feel like you don't have it all to give, and it's okay to like pull your energy back, collect yourself, and then come back, right? And I feel like this is happening in waves. Like, there's waves where you're starting to notice, like, okay, let's say you have a family dynamic, or let's say you pull back first and then you come back into the fold, and now your sibling pulls back and they come back into the fold, and now your mom pulls back or your dad pulls back and now they come back into the fold. It's gonna seem like this is a cycle that everybody's kind of going through, and it's because it's a collective shift that's happening, but we don't all work at the same time. We're not on the same timeline. Okay. So this may sound a little out there for a little second, but just stay with me. Okay. So let's see what's going on, Holy Spirit, because you sat me down. You sat me down. So talk to me about what this means. Family room here, and then we have courthouse with great fortune. I feel like, and then sudden wealth here. So I feel like somebody's, not only their financial status is about to shift here, but I feel like a dynamic in the home is about to change. And I feel like things are about to be made right. And for somebody here, this may not be, it may not feel pleasant to go through in the beginning, but I feel like it's going to be a blessing in disguise, like in disguise after the fact. And I feel like this has something to do with somebody getting their justice in a situation. I feel like somebody is also feeling like finally something comes to light, or finally I don't feel the need to hide the truth anymore. And when I speak this, it's like I'm free now. Like justice is restored. So let's go a little bit deeper, because this also speaks of like a space where people gather to like sip tea, you know what I mean, and like just like check in with one another. And I feel like someone's about to say something that's gonna have someone start questioning what to do next. So let's see, talk to me about family room. Talk to me about family room. Y'all don't judge my nail, okay? Because I broke my nail all the way down and this thing hurts so freaking bad. It's been bleeding for like 2 straight days. Okay, so we have Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Give me one more. Thank you. And the Magician. So somebody here with the Sun at the bottom of the deck, you see what I mean? Something is coming out about a Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus energy. I feel like this is something about seeds that were planted. Somebody is like being seen the light here. Someone is bringing something to light that is making someone think about all that they've endured and what to do next. Okay, with the Knight of Pentacles, this is something that has taken this person like a really long time, or you feel like it's taken you a really long time to like finally move on a project or just a dynamic change that was necessary for you to feel like you're finally out of a rut, right? So this could be like someone who was like sedentary for some time and now they started getting more active, like really focused in their fitness, or just focused on their goals and their dreams. Like, remember how when I started the reading, I said you could just be feeling like everything feels stuck right now, and you're just feeling how the energy is shifting and you're getting ready to move, but you don't really know the direction to go in. This is that like hanged man energy, that weight energy, that I'm going to take a second to see what God has in store for me or where God wants me to go, because right now I don't see the way. But there's been little nuggets of information that's been like kind of been dropped along the way so that you can see your way out of something, or you can see your way forward. And I see somebody like figuring something out after a period of time and like immediately knowing what they want to do next. With the Magician here, it's like, okay, now they know, like, these are the things that they've been working on, they've been manifesting, they've been investing in, right? This is somebody that has all of the tools to create the life that they want. They just needed to envision it, and know that they are capable of accomplishing it with the help of the divine. All things are possible, right? So I feel like once this person figured out the algorithm or figured out the blueprint, or like wrote, it's like they mapped it out and now they know what to do. Seven of Pentacles. And this is an investment. This is something that somebody feels like I can grow in. This is something that someone feels like I've put a lot of time and energy into something, and when it's time for me to move, I'm gonna move. So like for some of you, this could be like a relationship that you're needing to escape because you've invested a lot of time and something needed to come to light, so that you know what to do. Because someone feels like something is a burden. They feel like they're dealing with someone that's very closed off, which is, look, that Justice energy. I didn't even see that there. They feel like they're dealing with someone who just like closed their love off to them. And they feel like, you know what, there's nothing left for me to continue to invest in. Let me start planting my seeds elsewhere, because at least if I'm planting over here, it's on fertile ground, where on here, it's already desolate. Like someone feels like it's time to pack their bags and leave because there's nothing left to give in a situation. Okay. I'm also getting that someone is figuring out their issues. Like a conversation could be happening in a family room, like your sala, like in your living room. And someone is saying, hey, let's hash out what our issues really are. Let's really come to terms with this. And this is going to be difficult, but at least we can come on common grounds, to decide if this is something we can continue with, or if we need to like lay down the law on, so that we know not to like cross boundaries, or not to burden one another with like things that are pent up, right? Let's go ahead and really map out what it is that we want and what we need and who we need to be, to see if this is something that we can really provide for one another, or decide to go our separate ways, right? The Sun and the Ace of Swords. Someone feels like they're deciding if they truly want to be committed to someone, or this is somebody that's just realizing like you were it all along. So take it how it resonates. But someone feels like, I now know what it is that I need, and what I need is you. So someone's like realizing they're ready to be a wife, or they feel like you have all the stability, the love, the nurturing energy. You're looking good, smelling good. You know, you take care of yourself. You could like doing your makeup, doing your hair, like looking really cute, smelling really nice, dressing really nice. And like someone is recognizing you in your element and like appreciating you for who you are. And it's like now that they see you, they want to move. So take this how it resonates. But I'm getting two different stories here. And I feel like this is just like, you could have been someone that you were constantly nagging your partner and telling them like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. And then you just stopped. And then you started making moves and allowing space for the other person to step up. And that's why the shift is happening. You know what I mean? So let's see, Courthouse, Holy Spirit. Tell me about Courthouse. We have the Ace of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? Like someone now is getting motivated to want to work together. Like, okay, if you're doing the dishes, or if you're cooking dinner, then I'll do the dishes. Like it's like working together. Like, okay, if you wipe the counters, I'll sweep the floors. Like if you clean the bathrooms, then I'll you know, like stuff like that. Like if you clean in the bathrooms and stuff, then I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the dishes and the laundry type stuff. Like you guys are working together because you've laid down the law and you now understand what it is that you need. I also feel like somebody is having a conversation with someone and telling them like, I keep trying to work with this person, but this person just seems like they want to be on the outside, or they don't want to be a part of a family dynamic. Like somebody is either coming clean about how they truly feel, and they're letting somebody know like, yo, you iced me out. How do you expect me to want to be here if you keep icing me out? Like somebody's explaining this to someone. They feel like someone is just moving on with their life, and they feel a little outside of themselves. This is somebody that feels alone. They feel like, dang, what did I do to deserve this? And Spirit is like, soon this is all going to work itself out, because this person is, yeah, look, 8 of Wands. It's like right now, there's a lack of movement that's making someone feel isolated and alone. But Spirit is trying to let this person know, like, we're trying to work things out, but right now is not the time to move. It's like that hangman energy, which is why it kind of wanted to come in the reverse, but it was kind of sideways at the same time. So I'm going to leave it like that. Because, yeah, Spirit wants somebody to figure out their next move. Like, what direction do you want to go in before this comes in? But like, you have to make a decision on where you want to go and how you want to move, so that I know how to better plan for you, kind of, you know, because God can lay out a path, but you still like ultimately have the decision on which choice you want to take, right? God could tell you like, this is going to be a smoother path if you follow me. But if you choose to keep going the opposite direction, you know, you can still get to your blessings. It just may take you a little bit longer. So God is trying to tell somebody like, well, what type of life do you want to have? Do you want somebody that's willing to work with you, that caters to you as you cater to them? Do you want someone that's going to be a partner to you? Or do you want to feel alone? Like, this is someone having to go within themselves and battle within and say, do you want to keep shutting yourself out from love? Or do you want to embrace it fully and work with someone and be vulnerable with this person? Can you truly commit yourself, or do you want to be single? Like, this is the things that somebody is really trying to figure out. Like, I've been living life one way. Do I want to continue living this way, or do I want to get on board? Because remember, we have nothing is yet set in stone. So Spirit is saying, either be here, all feet in, or be out, but decide what you want. Know what you want. And that could be why someone is feeling really moody, because they're trying to decide what type of life they're trying to have, or who they want to be, and whether they can be that for someone. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, look, Hermit energy here, Virgo energy. Like, somebody is really doing the inner work right now and trying to decide, like, is this the person that I really want to be? Is this the reflection that I want to see in the mirror? And not only that, but like, if my partner is a reflection of me, is this something that I'm not liking in this person because I see it within myself? And if that's the case, then what things do I need to work on within me so I can be the best version of me, so that this person reflects the best of me and not the other way around, right? Because we attract people in relationships that meet us where we are now. So if there's things about a partner that we don't like, it's because there's parts of ourselves that we have yet to acknowledge and need to continue to work through, right? So if we're not careful, we can be looking at someone and saying you, and not realizing that a lot of the things that we don't like is because we struggle. You know, we want to say we have it figured out, but we still struggle with. So it's like somebody is recognizing the stuff within them, and they're feeling like, damn, I thought I did all this healing, and you realize, you know, like, you're realizing, I can't even speak. It's late, y'all. It's late. It's like, but someone's realizing they feel like they thought they did the work, And they're now seeing that there's still more work to be done. And this is a shocking thing to this person, but they're willing to do it. The Chariot, they're willing to keep going and not looking back. And they're laying their burdens down. All their burdens and all their fears. Yep, look, 8 of Cups. They're leaving all that down. And there it is, 4 of Swords. And moving towards healing. And this is difficult for someone right now. Because they feel like a conversation led them to this place. And now they can't unhear or unsee what was given to them, right? And sometimes that's how the divine works, right? The Most High will send a messenger to give you like a straight to the point, straight shooter, kind of toughness, right? Like a tough love kind of thing, like a conversation that maybe wasn't the easiest to have to like take in, but it was for you to realize the things within yourself that you needed to work on, right? Not only that, but paying attention to the people around you will show you what parts of yourself you still need healing on based on how you respond and how you interact with others, right? So for example, I'm gonna throw myself under the bus on this one, right? When I am overwhelmed, it's easy for me to hide away, right? But not everybody can do that. Like, I have children, so I can't just hide away from my children. My children are constantly going to be around me. They're going to mommy me, right? So I can react when they do that, or I can come from a place of, okay, it's clear they need my attention right now. So how can I serve me in this moment where I'm feeling overwhelmed? So I can still cater to the things that I need, but also show up for my children, right? So I have my moments where like, I will just get so frustrated and I will tell them like, you gotta go. Like, you gotta give mommy a second, because that's what I need. And I had to set that boundary. But then there's also moments where I say, okay, I've taken enough time and I need to also give to them so that they can also get what it is that they need, which is time with mommy, right? Or just a hug. You know, sometimes it's just something so simple, but like, these are things that I had to struggle with because for a period of time, I was very structure based. Like, okay, we get up at this time, we get ready by this time, we're out the door by this time, we go here, that, this, like, it was like da 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 da. And because I was so used to that, I realized how much I moved in my masculine side, right? Because fathers are very like, we got to get this done, that's it, right? And then the mothers are the ones that kind of like, okay, but it's okay today if we do it like this, right? Like, let's give them the time, you know, let's not be so rigid. Let's leave room for flexibility in our schedules for whatever kids do, like tantrums, or they're having a bad day and they're a little more emotional, like leaving space for those moments so that we can allow people to just be people, you know, allow humans to just be humans. And that took time. I still struggle with that when we got things to do and places to go, and you know, and we have a certain time we need to be at these spaces. So it's something that I'm struggling with because I'm very structure routine. So I'm learning to be more flexible, because I've noticed that the longer I've tried to stick so firm on my routines, the more God is pushing me to be more flexible, right? So there's things like that are happening where now I also have someone who's constantly very structured routine, and I have to constantly go, we need to be more flexible. But that's challenging me because it's forcing me to really stick to like my guns on this and say, no, I got to be more flexible, because that wasn't me for a period of time. But now I'm kind of forced to do that a little bit more. So it's like, it's the little things that to most people are like, girl, just give it a rest. Like, just don't follow this routine that hard. Like, it's not that serious. But for me, it is that serious, you know? So it could be something like that happening, or it could just be like your roles. Like, if you cook 4 days out of the week and you don't want to cook 7 days, you're telling your partner, hey, you got to take some of the reins. Like, these are conversations that you're having. Like, I need help. I can't work a full-time job and come home and cook and clean, and you work a full-time job and you still expect me to do everything, and you're not helping. Like, that's changing. Like, you can't have such high expectations of me that you're not willing to meet yourself, right? Now, like, or you could be telling someone, okay, if you want me to be that type of person, then you pay all the bills and then I can be that person. But there has to be an understanding. And I feel like somebody is at this point where they're like, no, this is my issue. And I never said anything, but it's time I say something, right? Like, if you don't want, like, I was having a conversation the other day, and I was just like, if you don't want to do any of the cooking, that's fine. But I don't want to do the deep cleaning all the time either. So compromise is certain days you handle meals however you see fit. As long as I don't have to worry about it, I'm cool with that. But there's certain times that I don't want to have to worry about all the deep cleaning. So make sure that that's handled however you see fit. And I will make sure the meals are taken care of how I need to take care of the meals, right? I don't come to you and say, what should I cook today? Or what should I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking you. Here's the meal. Presented, cooked, prepared, enjoy, right? Like, so I feel like that's what's happening. Like, I don't want to have to tell you to wash the clothes. I don't want to have to do that. If you see the load there, you have a free moment, pop that in and take care of that. So it's like little things like that. Like, somebody is like really breaking down their life and expectation of their roles. Like, if I only got 70% today, I need you to pick up the slack for me. Like, there is no, oh, but I'm tired. No. This is how we need to make it happen. This is like partnership. Like, understand that we are a team and we need to move as one unit. Like, someone is really starting to understand what this means. And it may have taken some time. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Leo, Gemini, sorry guys. But that's kind of what I'm feeling here. I feel like somebody is starting to understand that there's more, it's like more changes that are necessary in order for things to be successful here. All right, let's see. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What else needs to be explained? Like, how is this shift going to affect the collective in their relationships? I also feel like somebody is putting God at the forefront of their connection as well. It's like trusting in you and trusting in your, like, what's going to be best for your soul's journey and how the people around you affect that. Okay. So we have the Moon here and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. That's what I like to see. So I feel like there's some sort of, like, there could have been something getting at the middle of the things you were trying to work on. And for some time, it's like there was a lot of distraction or a lot of old mindsets that were in, it was like enabling someone. Like, you could have people that were like enablers around that was making it difficult for someone to really stay focused on what they were trying to build. And I feel like some of this was self-sabotage, all because of some sort of fear of what the future brought in or what could come of a connection here. But somebody was really like in their head a lot. They felt like there were some things that they just didn't know. And it's like they wanted something, it's like they needed to know the truth, and somebody kept feeling like they never fully know the truth about something or never fully knew who they were dealing with. Yeah, Page of Swords in the reverse. And this is somebody that could have really like been dealing with someone that feels they have to snoop, like run somebody's phone, snoop online, create fake accounts to try to find out what somebody's up to. Like somebody could legit have some serious trust issues here. And this is like full on detective mode. And this is someone that felt like they have to do this so that they can know what's coming. Tell me about the Seven of Swords in the reverse. The Death card and the Chariot. Yeah, it's like somebody is... It's like somebody's realizing if something doesn't change, something's going to end. And someone's going to walk away and be perfectly fine walking away. And I feel like someone doesn't want to be a version of themselves that... It's like they're no longer proud of this version of themselves, so they're trying to do better. Ace of Pentacles, and they're being presented with an opportunity to do better also. Ace of Cups. I also feel like somebody here is recognizing that sometimes in order for things to progress forward, you gotta leave like certain people behind, and maybe don't tell everybody your plans. I feel like there's connections where people are being pushed to the side in order for something to be like for something to progress. So if you have a relationship that you've been trying to get things moving and you feel like it's been stuck, it's because there's situations around that can't go with you, and there's some endings that needed to take place with people who are gonna look at you like you're backstabbing them. They're gonna feel like they can't find you online. They're gonna look at you like you could be deciding like, okay, well, if we're gonna be in this relationship, like social media is out of the question, or like I'm not gonna, like you need to decide where you want to be, in the streets or at home. You know what I mean? Like somebody is making these decisions and they're deciding like, look, I want you, and whatever we need to do, like this is what we're gonna do. And it's like renewing someone's faith in a relationship, or renewing someone's faith in life, you know, in love. And I feel like this shift is happening because someone is deciding to cut out things that have been sabotaging their connection or just sabotaging their life. And it's like now they're going to be able to move their life forward in a positive way, balancing that masculine and feminine energy with this Chariot here. Not only that, but they feel healed and they feel like they're moving as one unit, and that feels really good also. Talk to me about this Eight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. The Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess in the reverse. And then I have the Tower. I feel like there's something under it, but I can't grab it. And the Six of Pentacles. I'm going to try to reach it. Hold on. Okay, with the King of Cups and the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody, if you've been waiting for a connection to get serious, I feel like someone is finally like clearing the air on why it took so long, and now things are shifting. I feel like there's something that had to come to light, and I feel for a lot of it, it was about a misunderstanding on how to be fair in a relationship and what they feel is like worth it. Because I feel for some of you guys, you could be deciding to leave someone behind because you feel like they just don't get what it is to be in a relationship the way that you want it, or what it is to be fair within a relationship. And you feel like you're tired of carrying the weight because one person is doing more than the other. And now somebody's starting to understand, like, I can't, like, I wasn't paying attention and I didn't trust myself, and now I see why. Like someone learned a very valuable lesson about overgiving in a relationship, and understanding now that they're more emotionally mature, and they feel like they're of sound mind. Now this person is recognizing where they messed up and how it's like what's needed to be stable. Not only that, but like if there was anyone that was constantly trying to tempt this person away or easily influence someone into sabotaging a connection, they're blocking this person out now. They're focused on healing. Like they're not letting this person come in and like mess things up anymore. Like this is someone that really wants to pour the energy in now, and they're blocking out like Jezebel spirits or just anyone that can easily manipulate, easily influence, right? Like if somebody had the gift of gab, like it would be easy for them to come in and tell someone like, or persuade them to do something. They're blocking this energy out now because they understand what they want, which is stability and someone who is emotionally available, someone who shows up for them, and someone who like will love them properly. And this person understands, like, if I'm more emotionally involved, I'm gonna get hurt if I don't hold my ground or stand my ground on the things that I need and how we will work together. This is someone that's like, listen, we gotta have some ground rules because I need you to know what my triggers are so that you don't keep like being disrespectful, or you don't keep playing on me and telling me like I'm just bugging and I'm, you know, there's nothing for you to be upset about. Like, no, the time has come for this stuff to be aired out. And someone is not taking this lightly. Someone is like, no, this is exactly what we need to talk about if we're going to continue to be committed to one another. Because I don't play about you, and I need you to be on the same page. And somebody is like, hey, I am ready and available. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, like this is what I want. Like I want what you want. And it may have taken this person some time to see it, but now they're not playing. Someone is recognizing like, hey, I know it took me a while to get here, but this is what I want. And these secrets in the family room could just be like letting family know, like, look, I understand that you have your feelings about my person, but like this is where I want to be, and I really can't worry about how you feel. This person is a blessing to my life, and like whatever comes of it, like that's on y'all to figure out, but this person ain't going nowhere. So tough. Like this could be that also, like somebody just saying like tough, like have your feelings, but know that it's not going to change me. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. This is somebody that I want to work with, I want to grow with. And Magician, I feel like together we can create a great life. This is someone that I feel like has those tools to manifest the things that we need. Dang, these cards are flying. I feel like someone feels like somebody could be feeling like, oh, this person only wants you for your money. Like, why can't you see? Like, this person is just working to keep you stuck. But somebody doesn't feel that way. Someone feels like this is their person. This is someone that they're deciding to move in with or move forward with. You know what I'm saying? Like, move towards, create a life with. Like somebody is trying to decide. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Okay. So someone is upset that a connection is not only progressing forward with the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Empress, but that they look at you this way, like you're the Empress. Someone is like, was trying to mess with someone mentally so that they don't move in this direction, but I feel like someone is going anyway. But this feels like self-sabotage, like somebody was trying to sabotage a connection. And these were a lot of people that worked together to do this. I feel like Spirit is what's coming down and like letting someone know, like all your hard work did not go in vain. Know that we will bring something to justice. You will get some sort of like payout in some way, shape, or form for what you endured, because you didn't give up on your Empress. You didn't give up on your Emperor. And I feel like someone is about to get victory and success, and there's someone who does not like the fact that like someone don't play about you. Who is this person that is upset? The Seven of Swords is trying to keep somebody trapped here. This is somebody that you could have had to walk away from. This person's ego is bruised at the fact that you cut them out. Tell me more about who this person is. The Queen of Pentacles and the Justice. This is someone that could have been, you could have been in a relationship with. This could be like a mother, or this could be, Like someone you had a commitment with, you could have had to go and get a divorce from, because you feel like somebody was like lying on you or manipulating you in order to keep you stuck and trapped somewhere. You could feel like this person was very hot and cold, or very a lot of mood swings. You felt like this, you could have even felt like this person could speak. It's like their words were very cutting. It's like when it was bad, it was bad. But I feel like there was a sexual tie here that kept you conflicted from leaving. Like the sex could have been bomb, but everything else was bad. And I feel like this person was trying to keep you around for something that you offered. What is it that this person offered? Ace of Cups. What is it that this person offered? Eight of Pentacles. Oh, 10 of Cups. And then, okay, this person wanted you to carry the burdens. They didn't want to have to carry any burdens of a family or a relationship. So if you have children with them, they didn't want to have to work and maintain stability for this family by themselves. So they would allow you to carry the burdens, so that they didn't have to carry it alone. But now that you are deciding to go in the opposite direction, this person is being forced to deal with the burdens and they don't want to. So they're going to try to come back around and see if they can like come back in and swoop in again. But I feel like you're blocking them because you once looked at this person like they were your everything, and now you're looking at them as like a Jezebel spirit. And look, it's in the same thing too, like the Two of Swords with the Queen of Wands. Like you're blocking this person out because you feel like you're no longer aligned with them. You're sending somebody packing. Oh yeah, Three of Swords. You're sending someone packing because you feel like you figured out that this is just not gonna work, and this person is upset. Who is this this Two of Cups that this person is feeling like, or someone is feeling like they're more connected with? Damn, the Fool energy. This is someone new. This is someone that you feel like you want to take a risk on, or you want to start something new with. You feel like this is more playful and lighthearted. But I also feel like this kind of makes you feel, it's like you don't want to repeat old patterns. You don't want to relive another cycle. So this feels like a risk to go in this direction. Yeah, because it's a risk. The Moon energy, you don't know what's coming, and you don't want to have any regrets about the past person. So right now you could just be trying to figure out what you want to do, and if you're fully healed from somebody. I feel like you could be breaking up with someone, or still like you're trying to move into something new, but you're still trying to heal your past so that you don't have regrets and you can move forward with a clean slate and like a conscious, how can I say, like without anything on your conscience. That way when you are fully free to go into this relationship, you feel like this is something that can be celebrated, and you don't feel like it's a third party. Like you don't feel like you're bringing something in while you're still closing something out, because you know what comes of that, right? This is like learning from past mistakes here. Tell me more about this path, the Two of Wands. Tell me more about this path with the Two of Wands. The King of Cups. Tell me more. And the Page of Wands. I feel like you're trying to make sure that you are not moving from a lustful space, all because it could be a while since you've had a sexual experience. You could have cut yourself off from somebody to focus on healing. Guys, I was bit by mosquitoes, so my legs are itching. So if you keep seeing me, it's because I got like 5 or 6 mosquitoes on mosquito bites on my legs. Yeah, you see, it's like you're trying to make sure that you know what you're doing. Hierophant and the Hangman in the reverse. You want to make sure that you know what path you're taking, because you don't want to keep falling down the same loop. This is somebody that's breaking a pattern in relationships. So like if you keep meeting a person and you're finding yourself falling into the same routines, you're finding out exactly what the pattern is and how this lies with you and the things that you need to stop doing so that you don't continue the pattern. Somebody is putting up a boundary, and it's like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel easy, but this is what needs to be done. And someone's trying to stand on this, but a part of them keeps wanting to go like backtrack. But Spirit is saying this is going to be a risk. Stop focusing on the past and start focusing on what's in front of you. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Because someone's going to feel like they received the clarity, then they know that moving forward is the best thing. The Tower. Tell me about the Ace of Swords and the Devil in the reverse. It's like they feel, yeah, look, the Three of Swords, the Death card, and the Four of Swords. They know that ultimately, with the Sun at the bottom of the deck, look, the Empress is where they want to go. Like, this person feels like they've defeated the very thing they thought would have a stronghold over their life. This was very much a spiritual connection that forced someone to do the inner work within their soul, to like release something so that they don't repeat a cycle. And for somebody, this is be honest with yourself on what you need and what you don't, like what you don't want to deal with in your life, and what you can honestly provide, what you can, the person you can honestly show up as. Like, don't just try to people please and ask people questions to see what they tell you that you need to be so that you can fit. No, just be you, show up as you, and the right person is going to love this part of you because to your core, you are authentic. And someone is realizing that the things that they've allowed is now the very thing that's teaching them what they can't, like how to have stronger boundaries and how to catch the signs so that they don't fall into a loop. So like, let's say you fall in love easily. Now you're trying to watch the signs because people are going to tell you all the things that you want to hear and then have you fall in love and then show you their true colors later. You're not falling for that anymore. You're allowing people to show you who they are versus tell you who they are. And this is changing the game for you, right? The Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords is show me who you are. Six of Wands, the Hanged Man. Wait until someone shows you who they are. And then you'll be able to move. And not only are you moving, but you're running. The Knight of Swords, the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Once this person shows you the energy that they walk in, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that this is it, then that's when you go. That's when you run and you go all in. Once this person shows up and is giving you everything that you can, like you've dreamed of, and you're like, you could feel like, I don't know if this is real in the beginning, but the longer you allow this person to show you, they're gonna show you, the consistency is gonna show you who they are. And I feel like this is gonna be someone you're gonna want to run towards. Yeah. Not only that, but you're also gonna realize how important it is for you to, like, you're not gonna play about this person, and this person's not gonna play about you. Like, this person's gonna fight in your corner. This is someone that's not gonna let you talk about them, and they're not gonna let anybody talk about you. Like, you're not gonna let no one talk about them, and they're not gonna let anybody talk about you. Like, y'all not gonna play about each other. Come on, King of Swords, that's the truth. Wheel of Fortune with the Strength card. Not only that, but this person, it's like you two are not going to allow other people to get in the mix of your relationship. What you guys decide is how you want to move in your relationship is truly what will stand. And for a lot of people, they're not going to understand that, but you two will get it. And that's why the divine is at the forefront of this connection. That's why the Emperor and the Empress kept trying to come out, was because at the end of this, you guys both understand your roles. And I feel like in this day and age, that's where we mess up when it comes to building a strong relationship, is the fact that we forget that Society is not going to tell us how we need to live. Let me rephrase that. Society is going to always try to tell us how we need to live, but they're not walking in our shoes. So we will have to decide for ourselves what we need, what we value, and what we can offer. And then just be honest and show up. That's it. Be honest with yourself and show up, and allow the other person to do the same. And if it is aligned, it will work. But if it isn't, then you'll have to walk away. It's really that simple. But you know, this is something that we all have to battle with over time. You know, I feel like, you know what this also feels like? Someone is releasing their ego. Like, this is the death of the ego. Like, somebody's like, listen, I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what they think. I don't care if they look at me and say, oh, you pussy whooped, oh, you dick whooped, or whatever. Yup, sure am. If that's what it is, yup. Oh, they got you. Like, this is like somebody hanging out with their boys or hanging out with their girls, and they're like, oh, look, you run every time he call. Yes, I do. I sure do. And, or like the boys are like, look, oh, she calling, you better run. He'll be like, yup, I sure will. Y'all not about to mess up my relationship. Have a great day. You know what I'm saying? It's like the very thing that they talk about, they envy. Because they wish they had somebody that ain't play about them either. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this feels like. Like somebody, yeah, look, they end up still feeling like, dang, I can't wait till I meet my one. I can't wait till I meet my one. Look, the lovers, I'm telling you. But not everybody's going to understand the relationship. Not everybody's going to understand. Not everybody's going to feel like they can defeat. Like they can battle. How can I say? Like that temptation within them to seek out other stuff, other lustful stuff, other whatever it is, because it can be in so many forms, right? Like if you choose to allow money to dictate your world, it's going to show you who you bow down to. If you're going to allow your hoo-ha or your pee-pee to determine where you go in life, that's gonna rule you. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna show you who you bow down to. So it's like you're gonna see the fruits of your labor based on how you're moving and what you are opening yourself up to. And I feel like someone is recognizing that. They're gaining this power and they're choosing to like do the inner work. They're choosing to take a look at their past and recognize the things within themselves that held them back and like help them move in this energy so that they can come back and decide they don't want to do this anymore. The Queen of Wands is somebody that knows their, like when the Queen of Wands stands alone, they're very confident in themselves and they know who they are. They know what they want and they're go-getters. Like this is someone that's going to go for theirs. And they also have a great balance of love for that inner child, but also allowing themselves to shine. You know what I mean? This is someone that they've been through that death of the ego, and it wasn't an easy one. This wasn't an easy one, but this was one that they had to battle, and it could have been a lot of anger and resentment that led them to this point. Yeah, this was a lot of like self-sabotaging energy that led them to this point, but they're now recognizing how the longer you fight it and hide from it, the longer the delays in your life. The Devil in the reverse, Holy Spirit. And we have the Queen of Cups. Like this is someone that had to surrender and learn to truly love the person that they are. Truly love that version of themselves. It's like instead of giving to everyone else all the time and giving to themselves last, they're now understanding what it means to love themselves in order to give to everyone else freely. Like the Queen of Cups is someone that's cups runneth over, but they needed to learn that spiritual lesson first. on what it means to take care of yourself so you can then give to everyone else. Tell me more about the devil in the reverse. This was a very spiritual lesson. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you. About juggling and putting up stronger boundaries and healing within themselves. I feel like this was a struggle. Someone could have been very ego-driven. Someone could have been very, very fearful. Lived in worry. What could happen if they do this, or if they don't show up in this way, if they don't be this way, if they don't dress a certain way, if they don't carry themselves a certain way. Someone was so concerned that they forgot who they were. And it took some time to get back to that. Someone felt lost. High Priestess in the reverse, lost. This is someone that's not tapped into their intuition. Their higher self and their lower self were constantly at a battle. They were constantly struggling to meet in the middle. Someone's feminine, it's like they couldn't balance the practical with the spiritual. So someone's intuition was blocked. Yep. And I felt like in this moment, someone realized they were so focused on the material world that they forgot their connection to source. And that was something that needed to be healed and transformed. Yep, Eight of Cups, going on that spiritual journey, like that spiritual journey to happiness. And this was like patterns. This had a lot to do with patterns of behavior. I also feel like somebody here is trying to take a different approach on how to better connect with somebody here, but there's something that they're not paying attention to here. And I feel like this is because there's too many influences. Yeah, and it's getting between a relationship. Or spirit is the one that's coming in and putting something on pause. Yes. Spirit is stepping in to block something before it gets worse. Okay. I feel like spirit is putting a relationship on pause until these things can be sorted out. Give me one more on the devil in the reverse. Yep. Until the conversation happens to help clear things up. Yes, the Death card to help clear some things up. And the Four of Swords. And this is something that you've been asking for, which is why the Magician, the Two of Wands, and Justice with the Six of Swords. You've been asking for this. You've been asking and manifesting a way forward, and Spirit is about to bring it. And it's going to be after a period of not knowing what to do. The Moon and the Two of Swords. And then out of nowhere, the King of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Of opportunity for you to get some deep understanding on how to maneuver through this after both of you have healed. And then look what comes after. The Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Why? Because you decided to cut out what no longer serves. Block it all off. Close that door and leave it behind, and that's how you get all the things that you want most in life. Spirit is saying this isn't meant to be easy. This is a constant choice that you have to make. To choose your partner, to choose you, to choose what serves you and your connection. And someone is recognizing what that truly means. And it may have taken some time. Yep, the Strength card. And the Empress, it may have taken some time with the Ace of Swords. I'm telling y'all, it may have taken some time. But someone is now seeing the truth and recognizing to give the good fight. You know what I'm saying? Let's pull a love and romance before we close out. And I do want to pull a message from the divine source. Look, you deserve love. and worth waiting for with reconciliation. You see what I'm saying? It's like a relationship may feel like it's stagnating for a second because some things need to be cleared up. Conversation needs to take place, and then things can proceed forward once there's an understanding. And it's like, this is why things have stagnated, because divine timing is at work right now in your love life to bring things into, it's like to bring that big picture into center so that you understand what it is that you're trying to create, what you're trying to build, and then things will progress and move forward, because there's a lot of love and a lot of passion in this connection. It's just that things needed to get worked out first, so that someone recognizing, like, this is not about love, all about love. This is not all about lust. This is not like, yeah, I just saw pause. So pause, and your guidance is divinely guided. Yeah, something was put on pause. Someone was told to wait. It wasn't the right time. And then look, soul family, you're calling in your tribe so you don't have to do something alone. And then what are you being called to journey to? Have fun, don't be so serious. So I feel like someone is, like, you have a spirit guide that's trying to show you, like, it's not that you can't have people around you, it's that you need the right people around you. And sometimes deciding what's not good for you is just as important as deciding who is good for you. So it's like, if you have people around you that just don't support your connection, then these are people that are going to suck the life out of your relationship, and it is your choice to remove these people from your life. Yeah, it came right back out. It's like, you're gonna be, right now you guys are being triggered to grow. This is that mirrored energy. This is the yin and yang. You guys are being triggered to grow. And then it's like, once you get through all the crazy, all the unknown, all the fear, you get to experience the beauty of it all. This feels like two people who are going through a tough cycle where they're trying to understand who they are in a relationship independently so that they can come together as one unit. But you guys are triggering each other because you're showing each other the good and the bad about, you know, the both of you, so that you can understand how well you can effectively work together to make this something great. And I feel like right now, this shift that's coming in is getting you guys prepared for that. And not everybody's gonna make it on the other side. Like, I'm being honest. Like, this, for some of you guys, will show you how powerful you are on your own. For others of you, it's going to show you how someone wasn't for you.